And to repair a conflict, there's few ways to do that. First of all, and this differs from men and women. I will go for men first, and then we can go and talk about how to do that for women. So for men is we need to acknowledge the exact fact and behavior what has caused the conflict. Then we need to find the solution, and solution is first understanding what was the mistakes that we made and agree on them. Thirdly, we need to, as men, we are quite direct and straightforward, so it's easy for us. So then what we need to do is to find a solution of how we're going to avoid to make this mistake next time. And then we apologize, and then we ask for, usually for men, when we apologize, usually based on those, if it's followed, those steps, it's an immediate forgiveness. It's like, listen, I understand that you went through this, you understand your mistake, you know how to avoid it the next time. That's usually enough for men to forgive. It differs where it comes to women. It's a little bit more complicated. And the reason it's more complicated is that we need to validate emotions where it comes to women at every stage of what I just shared. So when there's initial conflict, there's already amount of emotions that a woman would have with you, and vice versa as well. Conflicts with women create more emotions. So when that happens, first of all, these emotions need to be validated. So if I was right now apologizing to a woman by going through the conflict I had with her, I would first listen to the emotions and then validate those emotions in a way that would say, yes, I completely understand that my actions and behavior could make you feel this way. I didn't realize it would make you feel this way, but I hear you and I completely understand that this is your reality. So that one step is very important. And I see a lot of men trying to resolve conflict with women with skipping that step and then moving on to the solution. And that's our default, right? We are builders, we are solution orientated. And I feel that's one of the biggest mistakes that men make in any type of conflict with women. And me included, I've done that mistake many times. So after we've validated woman's emotions, what ends up happening, she already starts trusting us more because she understands that we know what we have caused. So that's number one. Secondly, we go into the place where the actual actions that we did that upset the person or created the conflict are being looked at. And in the same way as we find a solution, we find a solution to avoid them. But within the umbrella of being able to frame it that the actual solution for avoiding it is connected also to avoid these emotions being triggered again on the woman. So that's step number 3. What then needs to happen is that once we have that solution and it's explained, then we would have to go into apology. An apology for women is different. In men, direct, we realize the mistake, we can move on. For women to apologize, we need to, again, bring it back through emotional pattern, relay it to the emotions that were caused, and then, first of all, say it. I realize all the mistakes, I realize all the things that I have caused you where it comes to the feelings, and I'm ready to apologize. And I see the mistakes, this is the solution that I will do the next time. And when we frame it this way, we also have to ask if a woman, based on that apology, is actually ready to forgive us. Because a lot of times when women are hurt, their feelings first need to be validated. And if we did a good enough job at the beginning of that conflict resolution, she may not be ready internally for herself to forgive us. So how I approach this is that you forgive, but also you apologize, but you ask for forgiveness as well. This is a component that is specific for women. And when we ask for forgiveness, forgiveness can be given immediately based on the quality of the apology and a resolution of that conflict, or a woman can say, actually, I don't feel I am able to forgive you now. I still need to feel into it or sleep on it. The best way you can lead this conflict resolution then for that woman is to say, okay, that's no problem. I understand that. I would like you to tell me how much time you need. Is it today afternoon if you had a conversation in the morning? Is it the next morning? The maximum you can give to the person is 48 hours. And there is a reason for that. At any conflict, you will be able to see as well on their other side if they're able to regulate their emotions and their nervous system. If at any stage of that conflict, the person becomes so unregulated that they need a week, that's already something that I would look into deeply, because for most adults that are emotionally regulated, it will not take more than 48 hours. I would even say 24 hours is plenty of time. So that will be something that you can lead, because this whole process is led by you. And not only in when you need to apologize, but also you can lead this for a woman or a man when you want to be apologized to. So then we have this last step. And then when the forgiveness is given, then you agree on the next steps, how you will learn from this and be able to avoid this conflict in the future.